Someone asked me to make a video on the best fighter jets in GTA 5. I said sure, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Before we get into it, we're going to be basing this off of the jets' prices, top speed, acceleration, handling, the rate that they fire missiles at, and the distance that their explosive MG rounds can reach. So with that said, I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video, and let's get into it. First is going to be the price, going from the most expensive all the way to the cheapest, starting off with the Laser with a price of $6.5 million. Next up is going to be the Tula with a price of $5.1 million. Next up is going to be the Molotov with a price of $4.78 million. After that is the Pyro with a price of $4.45 million. After is the Hydra with a price of $3 million if you unlock the trade price. Next is going to be the B-11 Strike Force with a price of $3.8 million. Next up is the Starling with a price of $3.675 million. After that is the Avenger at $3.45 million. I know this isn't technically a fighter jet, but still, it stands a fighting chance with all of these jets. After that is the Mogul with a price of $3.1 million. After is the Nakata with a price of $2.6 million. And finally, we have the Rogue, the cheapest one out of all of these, at a price of $1.596 million. So you could see they vary in price. The cheapest one being just under $1.6 million and the most expensive one being upwards of $6 million, which is crazy. Next up is going to be top speeds. So in last place, we have the Tula with a top speed of 150 miles per hour. In 10th place, we have the Mogul with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. 9th place, we have the B-11 Strike Force with a top speed of 163 miles per hour. 8th place is the Avenger with a top speed of 178 miles per hour. 7th place is the Starling with a top speed of 187 miles per hour. 6th place is the Laser with a top speed of 195 miles per hour. 5th place is the Nakata with a top speed of 201 miles per hour. 4th place is the Molotov with a top speed of 207 miles per hour. 3rd place is the Hydra with a top speed of 209 miles per hour. 2nd place is the Rogue with a top speed of 219 miles per hour. And 1st place is the Pyro with a top speed of 222 miles per hour. It can almost outrun its own homing missiles. And if you guys wanted to, you could use the Hydra, do a speedy glitch and reach speeds of over 357 miles per hour, which is just insane. I'll leave a link down below if you guys wanted to check that out. Have you been getting bored of GTA 5 recently? Why don't you come to a city with limitless possibilities? Welcome to the world of Grand RP, where you could join cool organizations like the Los Santos Police Department. You could also join the government, or if you wanted to, join the FIB. You can also purchase over 300 insane vehicles, upgrade them, and some of them can even reach speeds well over 400 kilometers per hour. You can also rent tons of awesome vehicles if you can't afford to purchase them. Every day the server does promotions where you can earn grand coins or cash, and with grand coins you can use them to open containers and win some insane prizes like cars, clothes, and tons of money. It only takes a minute to start playing. Just click the link down below in the description and follow the instructions and you're good to go. I'm telling you right now, you will become addicted to this game and you won't want to stop playing. So stop on by and play GTA 5 in a way you've never experienced before. Next up is going to be handling. Now these stats come from GTAbase.com and Brahi1322. According to these stats, in 11th place we have the Mogul, 10th place is the Avenger, 9th place is the Tula, 8th is the B-11 Strike Force, 7th is the Molotov, 6th is the Nakata, 5th is the Starling, 4th is the Rogue, 3rd is the Pyro, 2nd is the Hydra, and 1st place is the Laser. These stats, in my opinion, are pretty accurate. At least that's what I think. You guys are also the judges of that. If you take any of these planes and fly them around, do you think the Laser has the best handling out of all of these? And out of all of the planes, do you think the Mogul has the worst? Let me know down below in the comment section. Next up is going to be acceleration. In last place is the Tula. In second last is the Mogul, 9th is the Molotov, 8th is the Nakata, 7th is the Hydra, 6th is the Avenger, 5th is going to be the Rogue, 4th is the Starling, 3rd is the Pyro, 2nd is the B-11 Strike Force, and 1st is going to be the Laser. Once again, these stats in my opinion are pretty accurate. I can definitely see that the Laser, the B-11 Strike Force, and the Pyro have outstanding accelerations, and the Tula, in my opinion, has a terrible acceleration. Let me know what you guys think down below. Next up, let's take a look at the rate of fire for missiles for all of these planes. Now, 3 of them can't shoot missiles, like the Mogul, Tula, and the Avenger, but they have other cool abilities, like the Mogul has that gunner spot on it, the Tula can turn into like a helicopter type of thing, and also has 2 mounted MGs, and the Avenger is obviously like a floating HQ that can also turn into a plane/helicopter and has mounted MGs on it as well. Out of all of these planes, 3 of them could shoot missiles every couple of seconds, and those planes are going to be the Rogue, the Hydra, and the Laser. They shoot 1, 2, you gotta wait for them to explode or wait like 5 seconds, and then they could shoot 2 more missiles. I'm not a huge fan of the vehicles that could do this. I'm a much bigger fan of the vehicles that can shoot missiles practically constantly, literally every single second. And then the other 5 fighter jets in this video, like the B-11 Strike Force, the Starling, the Nakata, the Molotov, and the Pyro, can shoot missiles practically every single second, which I absolutely love. It's definitely beneficial because then you don't have to wait for the missiles to explode, and if you're in a dogfight and you enjoy using missiles instead of the machine guns, then this will definitely come in handy, especially if your target is using one of the vehicles that can only shoot missiles every couple of seconds. Next, let's take a look at the machine gun distance. Now, the way that we actually did this is we took every plane, threw it on the runway, and put some buses at the other end of the runway. And we just shot them until they exploded, and if they did, then we just pushed them to the right, and that's their position in the rankings, I guess. The way I did this is I froze the vehicles and then I adjusted the pitch so they could directly hit the buses at the other end of the runway, and then I used an X and Y axis to just move them around the runway slowly until they got to a position where they could finally destroy the bus at the end of the runway, and then like I said, I just moved it over to the right side and put them all in their correct positions. Now let's take a look at which one of these planes has the farthest machine gun distance. So as you can see, it's a fairly far distance away to the bus. You can see some of them did good, some of them didn't. The ones that did the best are the Molotov, the Tula, the Pyro, Nakata, and the Mogul. They all tied. Next would be the Starling, then the B-11, then the Rogue, and then the Hydra and Laser actually did the worst out of every single one of these planes, which kind of sucks because when you think about it, those are the planes that most people end up using if they're going into dogfights. Like 30 to 40% of the time, I'm seeing somebody using a Hydra or a Laser, but little do they know, they're actually not the best fighter jets to use. They're not even close. A lot of the other jets we have in this game are actually amazing, and I would highly recommend giving them a chance. Some of you are probably wondering which one to buy now. Well, what I decided to do is I took every single one of the planes' rankings, added them up, and then I divided them by the number of categories that we judged them on and got their final scores from best to worst. So let's take a look. Just to let you know, this ranking system here is not based out of 10. The closer the number is to 1 means the better the plane is. The lower the number is, the worse the plane is. And the decimal points do kind of matter a little bit. Anyways, let's take a look. The worst plane is going to be a Tula, which got a rating of 8.4. That's pretty terrible. Next up is the Mogul, which got a rating of 7. Next is the Molotov, which got a rating of 6. The B-11 Strike Force got a rating of 5.6. The Avenger got a rating of 5. The Laser got a rating of 4.8. The Hydra also got a rating of 4.8 because they're practically the same vehicles. The only difference are a couple of little things. Next up is going to be the Starling, which got a rating of 4.6, then the Nakata, which got a rating of 4, next would be the Rogue that got a rating of 3.2, and the Pyro, which also got a rating of 3.2. So if you're looking for the best of the best, the Pyro, Rogue, and Nakata would probably be the best fighter jets that you could purchase in GTA 5, based on everything that we have in this video, added all together into one. These planes would be the best bang for your buck. So I would recommend getting the Pyro, the Rogue, and the Nakata. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap the video up for today. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this did help you out if you guys were looking to buy a fighter jet in GTA 5. And if you wanted to suggest a video for me to make in the future, join my Discord, and then all you got to do is just put it in the video suggestions tab. I'll take a look at it, and then who knows, maybe you'll see it up in the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.